Hey, what's up, guys? Purple Gym Live Sports back here for some more sports talk, NBA talk. So this video, like yesterday, is going to be my preseason, really early top 5 NBA teams with the dark horse team at number 6. So, number 5, I'm going to have to go with the Houston Rockets. Now, the Houston Rockets just added Russell Westbrook. They still have James Harden. They got Clint Capella. They got PJ Tucker. They have Eric Gordon as well. So they still have their core. They brought back Austin Rivers on a minimum deal, which is really big because he can defend. And they also brought back Gerald Green. They brought back Danielle House. So a lot of their core is still intact. They're bringing back guys from last year. They're looking to run it back instead of blowing the whole thing up too early, which I thought was actually a really smart move. And I think that's really going to help them, really establish themselves as, true championship contenders like they have the past 2 years. And this year, because it's so wide open, there's not one true dominant team. This is going to be the year where we really see what they got. And plus, Russell Westbrook, we're going to see if he can actually play with James Harden. I'm going to step off and just say that I'm actually going to look forward to it working instead of just saying that off the bat it's not going to work. There's actually a lot more optimism now that, they can get it done. So I'm going to be on the optimistic side. I'm just going to say that, it could work. We don't really know what we got until you know what you got. So, but number four top team, I'm going to have to go with I'm going to go with the Philadelphia 76ers because I go with Milwaukee Bucks. 76ers are number 3. But Milwaukee Bucks, they brought back most of their pieces. They did lose Nikola Mirotic. They lost Malcolm Brogdon, which to me is a bigger piece that they really shouldn't have lost. But they do have Eric Bledsoe, 4-year, $70 million contract, which to me, I really would have let him walk, and I would have kept Malcolm Brogdon. I think they're going to miss Malcolm Brogdon a lot because of his defense, even though Eric Bledsoe was a first-team all-defense. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to go on that subject. First-team all-defense, played really well in the regular season. You still have Giannis Antetokounmpo. You brought back Brook Lopez. You brought in Robin Lopez. You still have you re-signed Chris Middleton. If it's me, I would have found a way for him to take a discount, or you got to I don't know about that one, but you take what you get, you know what I'm saying? So they still have a lot of good pieces that they have from last year, so I think they're the number 4 team that can actually win the title this year. Now, number 3, I just told you guys, the Philadelphia 76ers, they're very top-heavy. They have a great starting lineup. They got Ben Simmons at the point. You're going to run... Dang, I forget his name so quick. Anyway, so at the 3, you have Tobias Harris. You have Al Horford at the 4, which to me, I think he wanted to play the 4 exclusively, so that's really why he went to Philadelphia, because he can interchange, but he'll play mostly the 4 when he's out there with Joel Embiid, who's at the 5. So, yeah, Josh Richardson is going to be at the 2 guard, so they have an excellent defensive starting 5. You have Mike Scott coming off the bench, James Ennis, who I don't really know what he's really accomplished, but that's who you have. Their bench to me is just, that's going to be their biggest question mark, is if they can sustain leads, if they can take the whole, starting 5, because they're going to have to scatter minutes, I think, with the starting 5 to be able to sustain the success that they want to have. So they are, one of the top teams picked. They're the team picked to get out of the East. They have the talent to do it. They have the team to do it. Starting team-wise, because they can compete with anybody in their starting 5. The question is, what is their bench going to do? And defensively, what is Tobias Harris going to give you? Because he hasn't really shown me that he has the potential of being, a defensive stopper. So that's going to be a huge question mark for me. Number 2, I'm going to go to the Los Angeles Lakers, because I think, as great as they are, they put a lot of pieces together that we don't know how it gels yet. You have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, excellent. Those 2 to me are going to gel very well. Danny Green, excellent defender. Kyle Kuzma, love him. Great guy. I think he's going to get better this year. You brought in DeMarcus Cousins. You brought back Rajon Rondo. Brought back Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Brought in Jared Dudley. I don't know if he's going to even play a lot. You have a lot of pieces. You brought in Quinn Cook. You brought back JaVale McGee. And somebody I'm forgetting. I don't think so. It's a great team on paper. But it's got to gel together. And defensively, can they get a lot of stops together is going to be the question. Because this team looks really good offensively, but defensively is where they're going to have to make their mark. And number one has got to be the Los Angeles Clippers, because to me, they put this team together without losing very much. Now, you did lose Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You lost a couple of draft picks. But to me, getting Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, to me, outweighs what you lost. And this is going to be a team that's going to be good for years to come. These two are going to be together for 2 years. Can they win a title in 2 years? I think they can win one. They could possibly win two. It just really depends on what the Lakers do, because to me, this team, I think they could actually beat a Philadelphia 76ers team because they have the depth to do it. That's why I like this team, because they still have Lou Williams, who I think that guy can just score with them all. Wow. You have Patrick Beverley, who can guard. He's a pest anywhere. He can guard pretty much anybody. Now, size is going to be difficult for him, but he kind of has that thing where he has more heart than size, so he's going to win a lot of battles. You have Kawhi Leonard, you have Paul George, excellent defensively. You're going to have Ivica Zubac, you're going to have Montrezl Harrell. So this team is really deep. They got a lot of pieces who can defend. So this team is set and solid. I like what they brought in. They have a good coach. Great front office is going to make great moves if they need to. So to me, this is the best team in the league. So in terms of preseason, right now, I would pick this team as the best team. My number 6 team would be the Golden State Warriors, because I love how they retooled. You're going to have Klay coming back off of an ACL, but he's going to have a guy, and D'Angelo Russell's going to take a lot off of him. So it's still going to be the big three with Steph, Klay, and Draymond, but you're going to have D'Angelo Russell, who's probably going to get traded next year because you're going to want to re-sign Draymond Green. But this year, they're just going to, me, this is one of those years where it would take a lot for them to win the title. To me, I still think they could do it. It's just going to take a lot from them to do it. You're going to have a lot of contributions off the bench from Willie Cauley-Stein, Glenn Robinson III, D'Angelo Russell, just pieces like that. Jordan Poole, Jacob Evans. Guys have got to step up if this is going to be a great team. I think Steph Curry's going to have an explosive year, but he's going to need the backup behind him to really be able to do a lot of damage as well. But also, don't count the Denver Nuggets, because this team didn't lose anyone. They're going to get an excellent player in Michael Porter Jr., who I think is very underrated. I think he should have been a top 3 pick had he not been injured. But when you're injured, they can't really assess your value. So that's just how it is. But I really like Michael Porter Jr. I think he's going to help this team. Also, is there another team that I'm leaving off? I don't think so. Portland Trailblazers. They got a really great rim protector in Hassan Whiteside. This is a team that really shouldn't be slept on. It's just we do because we don't really, they just I don't know, but don't sleep on the Blazers either. So, well, those are my top teams. Those are the teams I think are real title contenders in the NBA. Also, the Boston Celtics, don't sleep on them. To me, they got better while losing some pieces, so don't forget all of that. But that's going to do it for this video. It's Purple Dream Live Sports. My top 5 teams plus 3 teams plus 4 teams that I really, I believe could actually be title contenders, because you got real 9 title contenders, but you got 5 who are legitimate. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for listening. Purple Dream Live Sports. And I will see you guys in my next video.